You're here to find your voice, and we're here today with Ryan Kody, and we're here to kind of fix some bugs and help with development. So, Ryan, what's the barrier?
Okay, so my quest is to get these loops working in Alexa for Musicians. And Pat, you were nice enough to give me some testing URLs. And in that, what I tried to do was, and actually let me share my screen. Share screen. Do this one. Share. All right.
Perfect.
So if I go into Firebase, this is your database, right? And
Yeah.
and this is the database for musicians.
Mm-hmm.
So I was gonna create a whole new musician called Loops.
Okay.
But then I was like, you know what? I'll just, since these things are already like testing is already I guess implemented, I just tried to added more fields to it, and I don't know if that was
You're
okay to
perfect.
do.
You're perfect.
Okay. I saw a bunch of stuff, all these imports in the field.
Yep.
So I added my own import because I
Snaps
noticed
to
that social, and so intense artist AI social is actually a file path, and it's a file in my project, and I made a new file called loop that I'm going to put programming in. So I imported that as well. So that's one thing that I did.
Good job.
And then I also put in the links to the sounds that you sent me in the media field. And one of them is a free sound and one of them is a premium sound. And then
Boom.
both the titles are the same. I don't know if that affects anything, but I figure I can get it from the description anyways. So
You're perfect.
okay. And then I also included can fulfill intent, play loop intent, which is what I want to figure out as well. So my first question is this a correct, or is this a way where I can test my programming?
100%. You did amazing.
Okay.
You did more. I only expected you to add the links into Firebase, which you're reading from. You went above and beyond with importing and can fulfill. That is amazing. Thank you for doing that. That is very smart. So, have you already implemented this into Python to read from Firebase?
And I think this is what you're talking about. I created something in. So this is the model.py.
Perfect.
This is what I've. Okay. This is the.
Is it question real quick? Is this your first time looking at Python?
No.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Cool.
I've in artificial intelligence. I took that class not in high school. Sorry, college. And everything that I did in there was in Python.
Excellent.
So it's been a while, but I'm not new to it.
Yes, this is the correct file to modify. You're still on the right path.
Okay, so yeah, so I first put it in here.
What is en.json? Yep. Great place to put it first. That was also a great first step.
Okay, and you actually pointed that out in your quest. The quest agreement. I have to modify this file and I have to modify this file.
Okay.
All right, so I'm on the right track on that. Now, I was looking in here and in social. Excuse me, I'm getting a call here. Oh, okay.
In social.
So this is an intent. Where can I find my music and connect intent? I didn't think that loops had anything to do with social media. It may have to do with playback. I might end up actually just putting it in here. But I ended up creating a new file, and I just copied the playback file into loop with these variables here, and then just put play loop intent Jovo, just kind of mimicking what this is already in playback.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was starting to write some pseudocode here just to get some logic out.
Excellent.
So I think my question was, if I look at here, get audio from CMS, that's getting stuff from Firebase, correct?
Yes. Get audio CMS. How about, can you control click into the function?
Get audio from CMS.
Like click away from your highlight and then hold control and click the function name. Yeah, double click on the blue screen. Anywhere on it.
Oh.
It should take you to the file if you like double click in there. Maybe double click on the highlighted function name on line 1. Yeah, click on that. Like double click on it.
Okay, helper FX.
Cool. Yeah.
Get audio from.
We're looking.
Oh, maybe is this what you need?
Control click on that. We're looking for the actual function definition. Oh, it should be somewhere on that page. Yeah, Control F for what you're highlighting right now. Because it should be in this file.
Oh, is this it?
Yeah. You there it is. There it is. Perfect. Okay. So let me see if I can. It's a little blurry, but it looks like we are running some if statements if it includes HTTPS. Okay, so it's checking what that function is doing is it's checking if it's HTTPS, then it's probably an audio link. So we're going to use voiceover, which is why we're doing add, what's it say? Add audio.
Get audio.
Oh, yeah. Try control plus a couple
times.
Oh,
add a.
Yes, if there's an HTTPS, that means it's a link from Firebase, which means that we want to add audio. If there is no HTTPS, then we check if it's an Alexa skill, and if it's an Alexa skill, we do other stuff. But we just ask or tell the speech instead of adding audio.
Okay.
And then we do something special. So, Jovo.speech, it doesn't, it's not even really getting audio from CMS. It's taking what is passed in and then parsing it. So let's go back to where your question was, because to answer your question directly, this is not getting audio from a CMS. It is formatting output. Get audio from CMS. Okay, so we can see right there jovo.cms.t. That CMS is Google Sheets. So we're definitely getting this from Google Sheets. Where can I find your music? So if you want to see the exact source where this is coming from, open up config.js inside of your src folder. There we go. Cool.
Oh,
now
this.
Now do you see spreadsheet ID?
Yes.
Copy the spreadsheet ID.
That's for Google. This is for Google Sheets, though.
Exactly. That's your CMS. It says Google Sheets CMS.
Okay, got it.
Google Sheets is your content management system.
Okay.
So copy the not the word spreadsheet ID, the value. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna open up a tab in Google Chrome, and I'm taking you to where the content is being hosted.
Okay.
Yeah, and now open up a new tab and type Sheets. I'm seeing if like a Google Sheets will auto-populate. Try spreadsheet, just like start typing the word spreadsheet and see if Google auto-populates the URL. Yeah, so highlight that Sheets URL, like go down one tab. Hit down once on your key. Oh, no. Yeah, hit down once on your keyboard. Do you see the Google Sheet auto-populating? Yeah. And now change that middle part where it has that long string, paste what you just copied. In right in the middle of the URL, it says spreadsheet/d/key. Paste your key over that key. Oh, okay. This is probably still good. Paste. Enter. Bam.
I think there's some lag because, you're talking about things and as I'm doing them, and you keep talking about them, so I think there might be some lag here going on. But
Roger, I will be more patient. I'm sorry.
oh no, I was. That's just something I noticed. So okay, welcome speech, welcome reprompt, greeting, and okay. Oh, so this is a specific for DJ Eric the King.
Automatically gets created with our backend Python. You don't need to worry about it. It's created somewhere else.
Okay.
But this is what yours is reading from right now. So going back to your question, let's go back to your code. This is the CMS.
Okay. So what ID do I need to put in there?
Your
Sheet
question was about what is the content, what is get sheet CMS inside of one of your... That's the same URL, exactly.
So based on that, I can take the key from Firebase on the testing musician.
Mm-hmm.
Testing musician has a spreadsheet ID. I copied that, and I can go back into my Visual Studio Code and paste it in spreadsheet ID. Is that correct? To test, correct?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. I think I may have distracted us there. Head back towards the problem. Where's the next problem? Where's the next barrier?
Okay. So let me save that. So that updates that. So now when I test, I'm actually talking to the testing musician.
Yes. When you run locally. Yeah. So if you run like Java Run right now, yes, you will be using your testing sheet, Google Sheet.
Okay. Awesome.
Have I shown you any of our ambient sounds?
No.
You haven't expressed any sort of hardship around that yet, so let me just listen to what you're talking about.
Yeah, so I know you gave me permission to Office Sounds.java or Office Sounds Jovo.
Great.
And Samir was saying something about, I think it was in this file, monetization. Because in the quest, there's something about it checks to see if a user is a subscriber or not, and if they're not a subscriber, to do the upsell, which makes sense. Except I'm not sure that that's actually being done right now in
this quest.
Yeah, in Musician AI. So, but I think Samir said that it was being done in Office Sounds. Is that correct?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. And I might not have included that you're doing the subscription stuff. So for right now, you don't need to even worry about. Do you know if we included that in this quest, or this is not?
Yeah, it's in there.
Oh, okay.
It says, when I ask to play loops, Alexa checks if I'm an active subscriber. Alexa, stop.
I see you have your Alexa now.
Yeah.
I'm super happy you have it set up there. What are your side tangent? What are your thoughts, real quick?
Oh, I love it. It's awesome.
What do you use? What do you use it for 90% of the time?
Well, I haven't really used it much. I mean, I've asked it for the weather. I'm gonna get into probably getting some scripting going on it for some personal use. I'm not sure what yet, but we'll see.
Have you tested any of your local runnings on her yet?
No, and that's actually another question that I have. How do I do that?
Okay. Do we want to do that now, or do we want to keep going where we were going?
Yeah, actually, let's do that now.
Okay, so go ahead and run Jovo run for me. Let's start the server.
All right. Hold up.
And just kind of giving you the high level things that are going through my head in order to get you using it on your device. We have to, one, make sure that the Alexa skill we want to test is using your Jova webhook so that the skill is reading from your local computer. Mm-hmm. Two, we need to check what email address is associated with your Alexa device, which should be found in the Google Home app, or I'm sorry, the Amazon Alexa app. You have Google or Alexa?
I have Alexa.
Check what email is associated with that. And then we will need to go into the testing tab of the Alexa skill that you made sure that the local webhook URL is associated with has enabled testing to your email address.
Okay.
So we'll go to developer.amazon.com.
Now, I should be, yeah, I'm logged in. It's somewhere on here. Hold up. There we go.
Nice.
So Ryan test. And you said there has to be
endpoint.
Testing enable. Oh, endpoint. Okay.
And then is your Jova webhook already there?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the right one. Let me just copy it and.
It doesn't change. That's assigned to your computer. So as long as you're not changing laptops.
Oh, okay. Then yes.
Now go to distribution, I believe, in the top.
Okay.
And availability, I think, is what we want. On the left panel, sorry. And then drop down beta test.
Who enables your skill.
The arrow, like click the arrow there. Cool. Grr. Okay, so you're gonna have to really quick go back to the English in parentheses US tab on the left, and put in those like basic pieces of information it needs.
Let's see.
You can literally just type a word. It doesn't need to be.
Please answer the question. Does this Alexa skill collect?
Oh, that'll be in privacy and okay. Maybe it's just privacy and compliance stuff. Go up one tab.
Oh.
Go to privacy and compliance instead of.
No. Oh.
There we go.
Should I say, no. Does the skill allow?
Okay. Actually, great question. The answer is yes. Wow. Thank you for checking me there.
This would be personal information because you get the email. Target under 13? No. Skill contain advertising? I would say yes.
Sure.
Export compliance. Okay. Testing instructions. Test. Okay.
You're a dev. I love that.
Beta test is not available for the skill.
Why?
The skill must be ready for submission before beta testing can be enabled. The privacy and compliance settings you have specified for the skill do not meet.
Oh, you need privacy policy
for beta test.
Okay. Go into Firebase.
You indicated that your skill collects personal information. In order to proceed with beta test, a link to a privacy policy must be added to your skill.
Go to Firebase and go to any of the musicians, and they should have a privacy policy. And you can take any of those URLs and put it in the privacy policy section.
Privacy policy.
Oh yeah, grab it from testing. Wow, that's awesome. Then we don't have to steal it from another musician. Testing should have it if you want to go into testing.
Okay.
And then we don't need to worry about sharing other musician things.
Nice.
Probably one tab higher, English US.
Now where do I put it? Privacy policy. There we go. Cool.
There's definitely lag. I see it.
Yeah. Okay. Now can we beta test? Must be ready for submission before beta testing can be enabled.
No other feedback?
No.
Okay, go back up to ENUS and do anything that has a star. Come on. Okay, Amazon, if anyone from Amazon is watching this, please, one of the things I dislike about the platform is the lack of good feedback. All we need is something direct. Just give us a line number, give us a link to take us to where we need to change it. We want to fix it. The feedback is just not clear. And it's up to other people that have already hit their head against the wall a million times to give this info. Yeah, you gotta write Alexa open testing. Or Alexa launch testing. This is so dumb. I feel like it normally doesn't make us do all this, but it is apparently making us do it now.
Does not follow the right launch banner.
What is the launch?
Wait, no.
Oh, Ryan test. So it should say whatever the launch phrase is that you need to type in to launch it is what should be in the box.
I believe it's Ryan test. Or actually, you know what? It's probably testing experience.
You can check in the build tab if you don't remember. Invocation on the left tab up at the top.
Oh, yeah, it is Ryan test.
Okay, so get rid of the word testing. It should just be Ryan test.
Okay. Oh, dang it, I didn't save. Okay, so Alexa. No, don't answer me.
I love working with voice technology. You're pioneering. So few developers have to worry about the concern you just had. Open. Oh,
Why
we got
is
it!
Small. Yeah, finally. Why is a skill icon required? That's.
You're asking great questions. Probably because they have an auto place that they put it on screened devices, but there's no real good answer. I don't have a real good answer. Yes.
Just using
Yes.
category.
If you want ours, it's music and then streaming service. So there's the music big category and then streaming service subcategory. It'd be nice if you could type in it, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Music streaming. Oh, streaming services. Yes.
Okay. Let's see. Hey, okay. We got beta test.
Nice work. Stuck with it.
Alright. Email address. I'm going to type my email address off the live stream. Even though I'm pretty sure that it showed up at some point.
No, you're great. I appreciate the mindful energy. I laughed at that. That was a good level of awareness that we are, and that is something you should be aware of.
Yeah. Okay, so I've added my email address. Enable beta testing. Just a moment while we... Okay. All right. I'm in.
It added. I am still looking at your code editor. I don't know if that. Oh yeah, you were hiding that. So next step, you will need to go to your email, and you should have an email from Amazon, and it should say you're invited to a beta test. Amazon, I'm also... Oh yeah, there's probably a reason. I was about to ask why send the email, why not just make it already enabled on their device, and then I realized that is probably invasive to automatically enable a skill on any email address that you have.
Yeah. Give me a second. I gotta log into my spam. Oh, maybe not. It's not there. Maybe just be patient. Let me double check I spelled it right. Where am I? There we are. Yeah, that should be... Alright, well, it's not in there yet, so let's go on to something different for right now.
It is. You check availability. Let's make sure we... I know you said you saved, but just make sure. It does sometimes go in the spam folder.
Oh. Yeah, it says I'm right here. Oh, do I have to...
If there's a button to click send invite, it might be good to click that.
It says to send reminder.
Yeah, do the send reminder. Just copy the invite URL, actually, and then open up a new tab and paste it. You should already be invited, so you should be able to just paste that.
Got it.
And I know I'm lagging behind, so if what we should see is a box that pops up that asks you to enable the beta test.
I think I got it here. Try saying... Okay. So do you see my screen now?
Have you clicked the enable button? Possibly up. Oh, it's already enabled. Great. Yeah, so say that to your Alexa device, and actually before you do, open up your VS Code so that way you can watch the logs. And if you want to see the debugger, hit the period, and then it'll open up a new tab in your...
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Alexa, Ryan test. Yes, I do.
Welcome to Musician AI. You can say play song to listen to a track or ask where you can find my music.
All right.
Now, I don't see any activity there.
But I have reached out to my creator.
Oh, there it is. There it is. My computer was lagging.
How can I help you?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. I don't know the answer to that, but I have reached out to my creators, who will update me shortly. In the meantime, how can I help you?
Exit. Okay.
No more
Cool.
developer console for you.
Yeah. Fantastic. Okay. So that is that. If there is anything in here right now that, well, maybe I'm not asking the right question. we've determined that it's good that I have in Firebase everything that I did in Firebase, specifically putting the testing audio in the testing musician. Now, I do have a question. One, if I write my code to test, how am I supposed to know that it's going to work when it's out in the real world and they're not using the testing musician, they're using DJ Eric the King? Does that make sense?
You want to know how you can test this on an actual musician. Or you want to know that what you're building will scale to every musician.
Right.
So the answer to that is, wow, that's a great and very mindful question. I appreciate that. I'm gonna read. First answer, I have not thought of the solution yet. So as of right now, this is kind of a future. It'll all be on the web interface. So a musician will go onto the web interface. The web interface will handle. They'll click an add button, that will add the album into Firebase, and then when they finish adding their album, they'll click publish, and then that will run the back-end Python codes to generate the language model, to push up the language model that you've auto-generated as well as the app.py, and then their voice assistant will be updated with the album information that you are reading from. So that now their assistant will read the locations that you're reading from in Firebase.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense.
So in fewer words, the web interface handles that.
Okay, so follow-up question. Do I need to write something in the Python code that will enable this to occur automatically? And this being having a musician be able to load a loop in, and then it actually automatically creates this data.
I don't think I understood. Can you ask one more time?
Okay.
You said
if a musician creates an album, right? Mm-hmm. They will have the option to put in a free and premium loop, correct? Mm-hmm. Okay. So based on my quest, am I to write something to make sure that whatever needs to be automatically done to include a loop in Firebase, do I have to write that? Does that make sense? I don't know.
Are you asking if you need to do something to differentiate the loops from the other audio content?
Yes.
Okay, the answer to that is yes, and I did want to bring that up. Right now we're storing the streaming info inside of the media collection. Or we're reading it from the media collection.
Great.
Did we specify in the quest outline where you should be reading it from? I don't want to tell you somewhere else if I did tell you to do it there, but I feel like we should be doing it somewhere else. Okay, yes.
If a musician...
You see right on there, audio URL for each loop is stored in Firebase. Database root /musicians / the name of a musician / free loop URL.
Okay.
So go back into Firebase. And now do you find sheet ID? Inside of your testing musician, scroll down and you should see like Google Sheet ID. Inside.
Oh.
Do you see how that's just a key and a value?
Mm-hmm.
The free and premium loop are going to be just like that. So you don't need to worry about storing it deeper inside of media. Just right here, just add free URL and premium URL.
Okay.
Does that align with what you were thinking, or are there more questions?
Yes, maybe I misunderstood, but did you say that that based on, so the web interface, right, a musician comes and makes something in the web interface, and this is automatically generated from that?
Correct.
Now, okay, so do I need to do anything extra to the code that generates this to include those loops?
No.
Or will that be automatic?
Yes.
Or will that be someone else's job?
Someone else's job. Someone else's job. Your job is
Okay.
just to read from, not inside of media, but to read from free loop URL. So right now you're reading inside of your code from an attribute inside of media to get this URL, right? Inside of, it looks like you haven't implemented your play loop logic
Yeah.
yet. Based off of the design, you have nested, you're expecting to set up your Firebase code to read from media because you've stored your loop inside of media. Store
Yes.
it outside in the same
Okay.
place where the sheet URL will be, and that's where you should, the web interface will handle putting it in there. All your code should do is read from it. So to directly answer your question, no, you need to do nothing to create that scalability of storing the URL inside of Firebase.
Okay.
Did that answer your question?
That does, yes. And I apologize for not articulating that very well.
You're pioneering. We're figuring out how to. For anybody that's not aware, we have not met in person. This has been an entirely remote
Yes.
experience of getting you ramped up with conversational artificial intelligence and voice technology. These are not easy things, and we're doing it all like. Thank you for being patient. Let me just pass that your way.
Thank you. Okay, great. So now, is there anywhere that... Let me just... No. Launch. No. Helper functions. This actually might be what I need. Get media. Get media artist. Get audio from CMS. Let me read the quest here. Intent name. Okay, I did the intent name. Okay, well, I'm working on that. Okay. Oh, implement all Alexa playback controllers found in Office Sounds code repository. What does that mean?
Great question. Okay. Go to the Office Sounds repository. Playback controls should be inside of SRC.
Playback
Catch up with
controller?
you. Yeah, look at playback controller. Yes. So those are built-in interfaces for Alexa. So when someone when your loop would naturally end, these intents get triggered. When it's about to end, these intents get triggered. So these all occur naturally, and it looks like you should be able to just copy the entire playback controller along with the comment. And it looks like right now it's routing to launch when a loop ends, because these are Office sounds, so launch intent is also the same as starting a loop. You will want to tweak that so that instead of sending the user to launch, you are redirecting them back to play loop, and it should just restart the loop once it's ended. So it should be a copy and paste. Into into your module, because your module is going to get imported. You're referencing that, which is amazing. Amazing that you did that. Put it inside of your module.
Inside of my module, as in...
Yes, put a
here?
comment after that and then send it. A comment after play loop intent inside of module.exports.
Comment after play loop. Okay. Or, okay. Right here, you mean?
A comma, like literally a comma to say, hey, this is another
Oh.
attribute inside of this object. There you go. Now paste what you've copied. Bam. Bam. Now that should be perfect. Can you show me how this is being imported inside of app.js? I want to make sure we're importing everything and not just play loop intent.
I think I did anything in here yet. But...
Nothing in here or in app.py yet?
No.
Okay, so
But
what you will
I'm
want to
assuming
follow,
that's it right there.
you will want to follow. Can you scroll? Can you scroll down a little bit? I want to see the actual declarations inside of the intents. Yes. Okay. So do you see the play media controls social? Those those are what we will be following the model of. So if you click on controls, I think controls is actually the perfect model for you to follow. Yes, because we have actually. Yeah. Yeah, so we may have already implemented a lot of the logic right here. You might be able to work with this. So I might have been wrong about having you copy and paste, because it looks like
Gotcha.
we're already getting a lot of this stuff. But this is what those playback controllers are.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow. I'm realizing how much we threw at you, and you're going way above and beyond, and I'm gonna make sure that's known once you finish. I've taken note. You're doing a lot, and I appreciate you going through this, because a lot of people would have been way more frustrated right now than you were acting.
Thank you. I'm trying to do my best here. There's just a lot of stuff to read and figure out what it's for.
And I didn't define that well enough. I will do better next time.
Oh no, it really is okay. I'm just trying to learn as much as I can. So this is really helpful for me. Just this conversation. Okay. So that's that. Language model, yes. Hope so. Okay, so there's a bunch of logic that I have to do in loop.js. I think I have one last question, and then I will leave you alone for the rest of the night.
I don't know if I passed that energy your way. I looked at my watch and I was like, I was expecting to be done by 7, but then I thought Ryan is a higher priority and he's going through a lot, so I want to focus. But if we're in alignment there, we're in alignment there. I'm not gonna question it.
Okay.
If you have more questions, don't feel the need to end early. But if you're in alignment to end at 7, let's end at 7.
Okay. Firebase. Is there anything that exists in here currently that is getting is like a function that is getting things from Firebase?
Is there anything in inside of your SRC folder?
Yes.
That is getting things from Firebase? The answer to that question is you found a Git song earlier, probably inside of playback.js. I am lagging, so allow me to catch up.
Oh, Git song.
Yeah, Git media. Control click on Git media. See where that's pulling from.
Oh.
Media equals Git media. Oh no, I am wrong. You were right. You wanted to go to play media. Yeah, play media. Git media. Oh no. Let me breathe. This is reading from Firebase. Line 18 is reading from Firebase. We're getting a database, collection musicians, and then we're getting a doc artist. This is exactly how you should be getting those links as well. Here, it looks like we are saving an attribute of media, or we're getting this media, but you shouldn't need to go down into media because yours is one level higher. You're just getting the data.
Yep. Okay. Eureka. Okay. Else media, bent sounds.
Highlight
Okay.
of this episode. Eureka moments are amazing.
I think. Okay, this has been super helpful. I think I have everything that I need to get most of this done. I will probably need another session, a little later.
Anytime.
And and I don't know if this will work for you, but I've decided that I'm gonna take time from 5 to 6 to work on voice first, like Monday through Friday, because I found that like working on the weekend and then getting stuck and then waiting for Monday, it's not the best, and plus then I don't work on the weekends anyways. So if it's okay with you, 5 to 6, at least as long as I'm working from home, if I need help, then that's probably when I'll be contacting you.
Yep.
If at all.
Yep.
Or Samir. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. To give you a greater insight, I open up my 5 to 6 block for people to schedule podcasts. So people will just go on Instagram and like schedule that block.
Okay.
If you, I think have I given you that Drift link? If you want to schedule using that, you can. The reason I was saying that is Samir has greater availability than me. So although I might be blocked 5 to 6, I'm passing this page of notes to Samir. I respect the